Greetings! 'Tis I, Oddswill, and today we're going to be starting our journey in Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. This is the Switch re-release, remaster, whatever you want to call it. I have the original Wii version, but I want to play the 3DS levels that got added in later during the first re-release of this game, obviously on the 3DS. I've never had a chance to play those. Just gonna go ahead and erase this one, my little test file. Yes. This game cannot be recovered once erased. Are you sure you want to erase this game? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm very excited to play this. It's a lot of fun. Honestly, I've heard a lot of people say this, and I do agree. Overall, Returns and Tropical Freeze, they're kind of better than the original trilogy, at least gameplay-wise. Neither of these will have the Kremlings, though, which is probably my biggest gripe with them. Which is definitely shared among many Donkey Kong fans. Because the enemies in this game, they've grown on me over time, in all honesty. And I always liked the final boss enemy. I always thought it was neat and interesting and had a fun little theme. But it was nothing really special, and then the rest of the enemies themselves are just on the bland and generic side. But as I said, they have grown on me over time. I definitely think the enemies are immediately more charming in Tropical Freeze. I do think the main antagonist of Tropical Freeze is definitely the low point. I actually think the main antagonist of this game has a bit more personality, which is crazy, because I think the main villain in this game appears less than the main villain of the next game. But, with all that being said, let's go ahead and start the new game! Modern mode or original mode? In this mode, Donkey Kong has 3 hearts by default, and there's a wider variety of items available for purchase at Cranky Kong's shop. Note, you can't change modes after starting a new game. In this mode, you play with the same rules and settings as the Wii version of Donkey Kong Country Returns. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just do modern mode. Because I 100% of this game on the Wii. So I experienced that plenty. All the extra stuff, the unlockables. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do, modern mode. 1 player. And we'll go ahead and see what's going down on Donkey Kong Island. By God, it's erupting! There they are, the Tiki Tak tribe. They just kind of show up. I mean, they just kind of show up. The enemies in Tropical Freeze just kind of show up as well, but this feels even more out of place. At least the other ones, the Snowmads, come in on like a ship, like they're invading. They're hypnotizing the animals. these elephants and giraffes in the jungle and not the savannah. And those weird-looking squirrels. There's Diddy. Well, this is familiar. And there's the big man himself. His big dopey expression. I'll have to look it up between sessions, but Donkey Kong at this point, he's no longer using just like stock gorilla noises, and he doesn't have his voice from Donkey Kong 64. I think starting with either Donkey Konga or Jungle Beat, Donkey Kong has a new voice actor, which he has kept to this day. I can't remember his name though. Wait, what was that? The music. Interesting. Yeah, that's the Banana Horde. There's gonna be all sorts of secrets in this game. Luckily, I won't really need notes to find everything, which I am going to find everything. I'm gonna find all the puzzle pieces, I'm gonna get all the Kong letters, we're gonna beat every level. Because this game makes it... It's still a challenge to do so, but it also gives you the tools to make it easier should you want to. I'm already almost dead. Yeah, definitely. Different from the original trilogy, we now have multiple hits with a single Kong. And in modern mode, that goes from 2 to 3. If you play in classic mode, it's only 2. So I would have lost a life already if I was playing in classic mode. After doing my like little test playthrough where I pretty much did the whole first world, I can definitely say it doesn't make that much of a difference. I still died a lot because I suck. So. Oh, no. Come on. There we go. So as you've seen, Donkey Kong has some new abilities. You've got the roll still. He has the hand slap like in the original, but it's a lot more useful in this game. You can actually stun enemies if you do it near them. If you crouch and try to and press the same button for the ground pound, you do this blow, which is also used for some objects and to uncover some secrets. You still got like the roll jump, so oh shit. If you like roll off that, we can jump in midair. Obviously, a lot's happened in the Donkey Kong world. A lot of people talk about, you know, Donkey Kong's new design in Bonanza and Diddy Kong's new design that we've seen in some new renders. But technically, all the characters have been redesigned at this point since the original trilogy. The King of Swing game on the Game Boy Advance, I think in the Donkey Kong Country 1 playthrough, I said It and Jungle Climber were both for the DS. No, only one of those is for the DS. I can't remember if it's Jungle Climber or King of Swing. I think it's Jungle Climber. King of Swing was a Game Boy Advance game. It was made by a company called, I believe it's called Payon, and they actually redesigned all the Donkey Kong characters. It was a lot more noticeable for the Kremlings. If you look at the Kremlings in the GameCube era, like in Donkey Kong, or in Mario Strikers, and King K. Rool, if you see what he looks like in like his trophies for Super Smash Brothers Brawl and 4, and as well as his appearance in Super Mario... What was it? Super Mario Sluggers? The Wii Baseball Mario game, which is the only time King K. Rool has ever been in a Mario game, which is kind of crazy. All of these, they got pretty radical redesigns. The Kongs also all got slight redesigns as well, but they were a lot less noticeable for the most part. Tiny Kong from Donkey Kong 64, she actually got a redesign for Diddy Kong Racing DS, which was actually done by, I'm pretty sure that game was made by Rare, because they were allowed to do handheld games after being bought by Microsoft, because Microsoft didn't have a competing handheld console, which let them do like full-on remakes of the Donkey Kong Country trilogy on the Game Boy Advance, which is pretty neat. But yeah, Tiny Kong got a pretty crazy redesign, and then Payon redesigned all of the other Kongs. Wrinkly Kong got redesigned, so she's always wearing this like nightcap, or this like this old-timey little like nightwear cap for when people would be sleeping in the old days. Not like the long one, like you would see like Ebenezer Scrooge wearing, but one that was more used by women. You'll see Cranky Kong later. A lot of the characters are rounder. They have less rough edges. They're more expressive than the original Rare models. Again, most of the Kong's redesigns are very slight. You wouldn't even notice they were redesigned, really. With really the only exceptions being Wrinkly Kong, Tiny Kong, and probably the craziest one, Candy Kong. Candy Kong, at this point, looks insane. And she hasn't really been in anything since Barrel Blast on the Wii, besides being a trophy in Smash 4. And I would say she had the worst redesign, because she looks kinda creepy. As you can see, we have Diddy Kong. And the way having Diddy Kong works in this game, it's... I alluded to this in Donkey Kong Country either 2 or 3, I think 2. But this is essentially the evolution of the team-up mechanic from Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3. Where essentially Diddy Kong is just glued to your back, you get double the life points, and he has his jetpack from Donkey Kong 64, which lets you extend jumps. So you're, in general, going to want to try and keep Diddy Kong. And when you do your roll, you can actually do the roll infinitely when you have Diddy Kong, which is pretty neat. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-ba-da-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Got all the Kong letters and all the puzzle pieces. Nice. So getting all the puzzle pieces will unlock like concept art, music, and all that. And getting all the Kong letters, if you get all the Kong letters in the world, you'll unlock a bonus level. So we'll see that later. And now we have nothing in our inventory. These are all the items. We'll learn about those later. Right now, it does not matter. But I'm going to be investing heavily in a specific item. And it's not lives, but that is something you can buy. So one of the disappointing things about this new version of the team-up mechanic is that when you're playing in single player, you pretty much can only play specifically as Donkey Kong. Diddy Kong is always going to be on your back, and there's no way to switch to him at all. Which is a little unfortunate, especially in Tropical Freeze, because you get a couple other characters in that game, but you can still only be Donkey Kong. Unless you're playing the Switch re-release, which adds technically another character that you can play as in single player. And there's some other, like, well, that's something to explain then. Just say it's one of the things that I think this game does not as well as the previous trilogy. It's not too big a deal. But it would be nice to run around as just Diddy Kong. Especially since in the two-player mode, player 2 can just run around as Diddy Kong without being glued to Donkey Kong's back, so it really doesn't make sense why you can't do that as just a single-player thing. Damn. So as you've been seeing, I've been going in front of these little yellow flowers and doing the ground pound, the hand slap. You can also do it while hanging, which hanging is also like a new mechanic. And these things will release items. A lot of times it's just bananas. Sometimes it's a barrel like that. Actually, no, hold on. Let me go back this way. And now let's go back this way. Sometimes it can be a banana coin, or just bananas. Sometimes it can be one of the puzzle pieces, or even one of the Kong letters. So you kind of want to stop at every single one. It can get a little disruptive to the flow, but it's not too big a deal, really. Oh yeah, that's the other barrel. But we got this up here for another bonus. As you've also seen in the previous level and this level, bonus rooms are back. They have a timer still, which sucks. But once you finish the task of the bonus room, the timer will stop, which is nice. Which lets you take your time to grab the puzzle piece. But you can't retry a bonus, or at least most bonuses, if you fail them. You have to actually restart the level, which is a big, like, step back from how it worked in the trilogy, the original trilogy. And there's just a lot to cover. Ow. there's the checkpoint. That little pig guy is known as Professor Chops. I think he got that name in Tropical Freeze, and in this game he was just called the Tutorial Pig. But he will have checkpoints. I don't really remember him actually giving tutorials, but I guess he did. He did. He showed up in the background while we were learning the new controls. Professor Chops, I think, is technically considered an animal buddy, which makes him one of only like 2 animal buddies in this game. Well, technically Squawks is in this game, actually, so there's 3. The only one that works like it does in the original is, well, I guess I'll talk about him when we get to him. Got the Donkey Kong version of Piranha Plants here. At least they aren't spitting fireballs. Ah. Go ahead and grab that. I'm gonna get as many of those banana coins as I can get. Aha! Our first unkillable enemy. I don't really know what any of the enemy names are, so... Yeah. Did I get all the puzzle pieces? I did not. Shit. I have to come back for that. I'll probably save going back for puzzle pieces. For like end of world things. I'll probably try and keep each world its own video. And I'll just do like a, I don't know, a compilation of like going back for each missed puzzle piece. As like a little like montage. So I'm not showing you each level like twice. In full. Here we go, there's Cranky Kong. It's about time you visited your frail old grandpa. Give me some of those shiny banana coins. And you can pick through my old things. So what we have obviously the life balloons, which you can buy in a single, a group of 3, or a group of 7. You have green balloon, which saves you once from a fall, but not all the time. I don't really know what that means. I haven't used it. First red and now green. What's the world coming to? Crash Guard makes your minecart or rocket barrel temporarily invincible. It could be useful. He says things about all this. A map key. This key opens a locked path in this world. We've already seen that on the world map, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Banana juice, which makes you temporarily invincible. A heart boost, which adds 1 extra heart to your heart count. Probably a little unnecessary in modern mode. But it's there. A DK barrel, which allows you to use a DK barrel anytime. Which is kind of neat. So you can just kind of keep an extra ditty in the bank. And Squawks, which helps you find puzzle pieces. And the item I'm going to primarily be purchasing. Tell you what though, I'll buy a couple lives just to use these, the last 4 banana coins I had. And unlike the original trilogy, you're going to be able to keep all the lives you accumulate between sessions. You aren't going to, like, quit the game, come back, and have your, like, 50-something lives reduced to 5. We have moved past that. It's interesting to see Cranky Kong back in his rocking chair. Now off you go! See if you can't finish this quest without my help! You got it, Cranky. I will do that. So as you can see, up above, at the top left of the screen, you can see the title of the level and like what level it is in the world. Like this is level 1-1, Jungle Hijinks, level 1-2, King of Kling, and they have this those little circles below it. So as you can see here, the little red circle with the star on it, that means you've got all the Kong letters, the K, O, N, and G. And obviously the puzzle piece means you've got all the puzzle pieces. There's also a time attack mode, and later on, literally, I think you have to complete every single level with all the Kong letters and all the puzzle pieces in order to unlock it, but there is a mirror mode that you can unlock as well. I will not be doing time attack or mirror mode. Not in this or in Tropical Freeze. But I will be getting all the Kong letters and I will be getting all the puzzle pieces. So for now, let's go to Treetop Bop. I'll go ahead and use the Squawks. So we can show how that works. It's not super necessary, but Squawks isn't like dead on. He can be kind of general. So it can still be possible and even easy to miss stuff. So I guess I should talk about this. In the beginning of the game, we saw the story, or like the setup of the story, and it is very much just the original Donkey Kong Country story again. The Banana Horde has been stolen, and we are going to get it back. And Diddy Kong got himself captured trying to defend it, so. The only thing that's different is we don't have Kremlings. Which just kind of makes it all not as good as it could be. But yeah, you saw Squawks freaking out down there. And pointing. That's how you can find the general location of where a puzzle piece is. And you may have noticed I was getting banana coins from jumping on some of those enemies. If you can jump on 3 enemies in a row, it'll get you a banana coin, and you'll get another banana coin for any enemy you hit for every enemy you hit after that. So if you can get a long streak of bounces going by jumping off enemies, you can get a lot of banana coins. Which is good, because then you can buy a lot of lives and Squawks and the other stuff if you really care about that. He's pointing that way. Alright. And then we pass it. So it's around here somewhere. That rock there looks slightly different. Nothing we can do about it now, though. Break this. We can't break through that. The Professor Chops there. Little hidden thing there. And here is the only animal, the only true animal buddy. Rambi. And he is the only true animal buddy we're going to be using in this game. And Tropical Freeze. Which sucks. But unlike the original games, he's pretty much entirely invincible. Even if something like touches him from behind, it will die. So he's a lot more powerful than he was in the original. But again, he's the only one now, and he's used a lot more sparingly than in the originals. And he was used pretty sparingly. I think he's only in 3 levels in Tropical Freeze, and because there's no other animal buddies, that's it. Which really sucks. I mentioned this in one of the other games. I think it was probably the original Donkey Kong Country. But I mean, they added underwater levels in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, but they didn't bring back Enguarde. I think there's some behind-the-scenes concept art and stuff showing that they planned to, but for whatever reason, it just didn't happen. Which sucks. Obviously, we can jetpack with Diddy while using Rambi, which is kind of neat. No weird double Rambi thing going on there. Oh, and he kills those big guys in one jump. He's immune to spikes. I mean, he's just like... he's just everything. Shit. First death. Oh, something that's different from the original trilogy. If you fall into a bottomless pit, you will lose Diddy. You won't keep both Kongs. Which is a change I don't care for. Oh, what can you do? Oh. So you will keep puzzle pieces if you die. I'm not sure about the Kong letters. You know what? I think... yeah, that does hurt Rambi. So there... Rambi is not totally invincible. He's a lot harder to hurt than in the original, but he's not immortal. The bonus here. Shit! Now you're gonna see, is we're gonna... well, here's this. Gonna go back. Here's where the bonus was, and we can't redo it. So I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice myself so I can redo it. Because fuck it, why not? I got the lives. Oh, is that a... that's a banana corn. I want that. Oh, fuck. Not to worry. Get Diddy again. Get that banana coin. Get that one. Damn it, again! There we go. Okay, so you do have to recollect Kong letters if you die. Just not puzzle pieces. Go back in here and collect this crazy amount of bananas. Nice. Exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, the end of level thing in this and Tropical Freeze is that little roulette barrel. Something new from the original trilogy. Those just had like end of level poles. Donkey Kong Country 2 did have like a roulette thing though. So they brought that back. It's a lot easier to time. You don't have to worry about jumping down from a specific height to even get it. You can just jump into the barrel. And if you get the DK symbol, then you press Y and X repeatedly to get like a bunch of a specific item. And it can be any of the other items. It can be the banana coins, it can be the bananas, it can even be lives. So you can make out pretty well. I don't know what determines what items you get, though. Because when I was doing my, like, test run through this world on that other file, it was always just banana bunches when I got the DK symbol. I never got coins. I don't know why. Gonna buy more of you, Squawks. But I'm also gonna buy some a group of 7 lives. How about that? I'm just gonna fill up on Squawks. Or anything that... Heart Boost is 3 coins. Green Balloon is 3 coins. I'll get the green balloon, why not? That way we just have one. Man, Cranky is one cantankerous fuck. Canopy Cannons and Sunset Shore. Well, this one is 1-4, so we'll do this one next. This is a great level, and it is a concept that is severely underutilized in this game. Especially since it was kind of used as a big selling point for the game. It was in a lot of the trailers that I remember seeing. Look at that. That is amazing. Too bad they didn't stylize Squawks for it. Below the dandelions. It's just so pretty. We got a nice remix of a... What's it called? Simian Swing? I think is the proper... I think is the proper name. Could be wrong. It's so good. Listen to that. Yeah, a lot of times you're gonna see in some of these levels, there'll be like banana patterns flying around in a place, or if you like ground pound at one of those flowers, a ton of bananas will come out and they'll be in like a little pattern, and you want to collect them all before they disappear, and usually another item will show up. Sometimes even a puzzle piece or maybe a Kong letter. I'm not sure if there were any Kong letters that were needing that. We've lost Diddy, unfortunately. How's about that? Nice little mechanic of this level, using the background to unlock stuff. Or make stuff show up. Ow. Could really use a DK barrel. I haven't really been paying attention to Squawks. Has he, like, freaked out anywhere? You see how short some of these levels are by... just how quickly I can go back. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, this roll is super useful. And pirate ships in the background. Nice. This level's so cool. Got the end. And another banana coin. Oh. I knew there would be something in there. Oh. Blue. A cat got up here. You don't need to be rubbing against my microphone. Go on. All right. Oh, he's freaking out about something. And there it is. Get the G. Nice! It's a bunch of coins right there. Oh, you shit. What? You bastard. I don't think there's another DK barrel in this level. Oh, up here. And now we pound this thing into the ground. Yeah, you want to go back there before you pound that thing, or you'll have to restart the level. Or die and restart at the checkpoint. Nice, and all it cost us was our nephew. Get fucked, did he? So now, we could go to level 1-6, beat that, and I think go to the boss. Totally skipping this level. So there are levels you can just full-on skip in this game, which you couldn't do that with, I think, any of the levels in the original trilogy. Besides the Lost World and Krematoa. Let's go ahead and start level 1. Go back and start level 1-5. Canopy Cannons. Fun loading music. One of those damn giraffes. Bouncy. Those poor birds. They've just been hypnotized, and Donkey Kong's still going to crush their entire bodies with his weight. Oh shit. Why did I do that? Try not to die at the spiky boulder thing. There we go. Bounce on you, asshole. And like I've said, there was the puzzle piece in that. And more things to blow on. Oh, God. I didn't think they would drop that fast. I was trying to get back into that barrel. Oh. I don't really know what happened there, but I'm glad I didn't die. Too bad the transparent puzzle pieces don't get like converted into something else like bananas. You ain't shit, you red bird. Oh, there's another puzzle piece. And here is a bonus. Gotta be sure not to hit that middle barrel. Never mind. That shit sucks. Because now I can't... Oh. Well. I'm just trying to die, my god. So I can retry that bonus. Grab that O. Not even gonna bother with it this time. Just grab that one. Now let's try not to mess this up this time. Oh shit. That went by real quick. Nice checkpoint. Something that I like about this game is that, compared to the original trilogy, there's going to be multiple checkpoints in levels, which is very handy. Oh, fuck you, no. I need that letter. Oh shit, that was a close one. Just need to time it right. Nice. Aha. And that's all the puzzle pieces. Shit. Take the hit so I can go and get that G. Well, the N too. Good thing that life has been there, so I didn't really lose any lives in the process. Or this way, because all the bananas. Aha. Those last two are assholes. Because it's those weird, it's those weird barrels that, oh. Where it, like, fires in one of 3 directions and you gotta time it. Instead of it just automatically pointing the right direction. Damn. Well, we got all the Kong letters, and we got all the puzzle pieces. We've managed to get all the puzzle pieces on the first go for most of these. Although that is thanks to Squawks. That's kind of the whole point, is I want to be able to get everything the first go. And Squawks is super useful for that. Go ahead and buy some lives, though. Crazy Cart. Obviously, going to be our first cart level. That one is just blatantly obvious. This game's got a lot of cool shit in it, man. Nice! Just to be sure, there was nothing else anywhere, right? You didn't see anything, did you, Squawks? Didn't think so. Ow. Alrighty. Here we go. Oh, fuck. It's very much like the cart levels in Donkey Kong Country 1. Including being instant death if you crash, which is changed in Tropical Freeze. It actually will let you continue to use, like, the health. So if you hit something, it's not an instant death. But they didn't carry that over for the Switch release of Returns. So only Tropical Freeze that gets that, unfortunately. Just gotta be better about timing my jumps. Excellent. Oh, I thought I missed that. Nice. Holy shit. I'm actually gonna get everything in like one go. Holy shit, I did. "13 banana bunches." Man, Diddy, why is your voice so high-pitched? And because we got all the Kong letters in every single level, we've unlocked World 1-K, Platform Panic. This will be the hardest level in this world. I don't think I need squawks. I'm gonna use them anyway. Fuck it. Probably should have used the green balloon, but... eh. The gimmick of this level is pretty much everything is going to come out from beneath us after a certain amount of time after we land on it. This is actually a great level to go to if you want to farm for coins and lives, because you're going to have I think a couple opportunities in this level to just bounce on a bunch of dudes in a row. Wording. So, something else that's different in this game that I guess I haven't mentioned, there's not a run button. Oh shit. Well. Yeah, in the original trilogy you'd hold like Y down and you'd be able to like run around faster. In this game you're always running as fast as possible. The only way to go faster is to roll. So we've lost Diddy, and I don't know if there's any DK barrels in the level. So this is going to be a little harder now. So yeah, after a certain amount of jumps, you stop getting banana coins and you start getting lives. Ouch. Ah! Shit. Panicked. I could use Diddy. But with each death, I can farm more banana coins and lives. It's a fun way to bring the tires back. In these temples. Because they really aren't that prevalent in this game. I do know there's one in the first level at Donkey Kong's hut. that you can bounce on. I can't remember there being any other ones in the game, though. Ouch. Ah, shit. Yeah, there's no checkpoints in these levels either, so... you gotta do it all in one go. Ouch. Sure would be nice to get a DK barrel, though. But this will be easier, now that I don't have to get a bunch of puzzle pieces. Was that all of them? It was all of them. Oh, God. And I can't quit out of the level, or I think I do have to recollect the puzzle pieces. Shit. At least dying in this level isn't really a bad thing, because it lets you grind a bunch more coins and lives. So you can actually profit off of dying. Which is a weird thing to say. Shit! I could really use Diddy. No, I'm not... So here's the thing, if you die enough times, Professor Chops, this fuck, he'll offer to have Super Kong show you how to beat the level. And Super Kong is just a Donkey Kong with white fur and a blue tie, and he'll beat the level for you. But it won't count as being beaten. So you still gotta do it yourself. He'll just, you know, show you. He won't show you where, like, collectibles and stuff are, though. It's just the bare minimum. He'll show you how to beat the level, and that's it. There's also a Super Diddy with a white fur and a blue shirt and blue cap. I was debating maybe I'll show it, but nah. The amount of deaths you gotta go through to set that up. And it's just kind of a waste of time because you're just watching an AI beat the level. And there we go, at the end. A magical jawbreaker. Nice little musical cue, and the little 8-bit Donkey Kongs in the back's cute. Yeah, we got several more of those. 8 altogether. One in each world. Oh yeah, and those levels don't have any Kong letters either, because that's what you collect to unlock that level, so that's nice. One less thing to worry about. So now we got the boss fight of the world, but before we do that, I will go back in here and find this last puzzle piece. So I will do that, I'll cut that in, and then I'll meet you at the boss. It was there, really? Alright. Before we go into that boss, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a bunch more shit with all the coins we've gotten. My god, there's a lot. We're gonna go ahead and, like, just buy one of everything. Because why the hell not? The rest of it's gonna be squawks. I'll keep a few. For the coin in the next world, or the key in the next world. So, the boss, Mugly's Mound. The final obstacle in World 1. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I did lose Diddy in that world, or in that level, unfortunately, towards the end. But luckily, he's right there. Here's this asshole. It looks like the cartoony version of a Metroid enemy, which I guess makes sense, because this was made by Retro Studios, who before this made the Metroid Prime trilogy. Ow. Aha! Very simple, easy boss. Now. That's the end of Mugly. Unfortunately, all the bosses in this game are kind of forgettable. Which sucks. Except for the final one. And I guess the chicken. But we'll get to him. Love this song. Kind of like a less full version of the final boss song. Get fucked, idiot! Yeah! Okay! 19 hits. Damn. World clear. And that is meant in the truest sense. We have 100%ed World 1. Classic map theme. Love it. Unfortunately, the soundtrack of this game over-relies on classic Donkey Kong Country music. We will hear some new music eventually. We've heard a couple things that are brand new. Nothing that's really stood out yet, though, in my opinion. Yeah, the jungle is done. So up next will be the beach. But that will be for the next episode. I'm going to try and do each world in its own episode. Because this game, it takes a little longer to get through the worlds in this game than it did the original trilogy. So, I'm going to try and keep them all their own video. Which means that this is the end of this. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Don't forget to do all that YouTube stuff. Liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, what have you. All of that algorithm-pleasing nonsense. So that this can, go somewhere. And I will see you then. Goodbye.